This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's talk about the next episode of Main Event TV. It's you quickly defeating Tommy Angel. You're going to cut a promo afterwards. You know what? Let's just play it because this is good stuff. Let's take a listen here. It's about a minute and a half.
Let's bring in the leader of the Four Horsemen, Mr. James J. Dillon. Arn Anderson, a great win for this man. The Great American Bash underway, and I know it's at a fever pitch.
Well, we're seeing some great things this summer, great matches. When you talk about the scaffold coming out for the Skywalkers match, you're talking about war games, talk about every type of matches you can think of. And, you know, the Skywalkers, I never ever thought I'd see four men of that size. I'm talking about the awesome Road Warriors, 600 pounds between them, and the Powers of Pain, well over 600 pounds, 20 feet up in the air on a scaffold. The only way it can end is for both teams to be eliminated and to drop that distance. And Mr. Cornette that's sitting here today can really tell you what an impact it is to fall that distance. And a man that size, it's going to be a long, hot summer. Wouldn't you say, Double A?
JJ, any intelligent athlete will tell you the key to winning the big one is momentum. 2 weeks ago on this same show, I got a clear, decisive win over Lex Luger. That's momentum. 2 weeks ago, Tully Blanchard, Barry Windham, clear, decisive victory over Ronnie Garvin, Marty Wilbur. That's momentum. In the bashes, you got to get up every morning at the very best you can be and win against the main eventer. There are no pushovers. There are no warm-ups in the Great American Bash. And the bottom line is going in being the champions, going in being the incumbents is what we like to call momentum. We are the best. We are the horsemen. We will prevail.
So you heard it right there. The big tease for those scaffold matches that you said, well, they weren't ever doing that. But of course, this was taped ahead of time. So we didn't know at that point they were out of here. But by the time you guys recorded TV in Johnson City, Tennessee, which was that matinee taping we talked about on the 19th, David Crockett would do a ringside interview with Paul Jones and his men, of course, talking about Ivan Koloff and the Russian assassin. And Mr. Jones would imply that the Warlord and Barbarian are lacking guts. And that's the reason he had to go to Russia to find the Russian assassin, because he still wants to destroy the Road Warriors in these scaffold matches. And the first one was advertised as being June 27th, 1988. 4,700 fans there, a few hundred short of a sellout. It wound up being the Road Warriors taking on Ivan Koloff and the Russian assassin. Warlord and Barbarian were see ya sayonara. They're out of here. But let's talk about the 26th, which is the start of the Great American Bash Tour. The first night, as you heard JJ say a little earlier, it's in Orlando. There's 6,000 strong there. It's the first War Games with the entire Horsemen together, including JJ. And you guys are going to lose to Dusty, Luger, the Road Warriors, and Paul Ellering when JJ submits to the figure four from Dusty. Are you excited that War Games and this tour is here again, Arn? What do you remember about this?
Yeah, it worked. I knew when the first one was finished, we had something special. And I wanted all of our big towns, and certainly as many towns as possible, to see it, because it was a special event. It's something that was better to be seen live, I think, than on television. I think even though it played well on TV, I think it was much better if you were there live. And we knew we had something special as far as a concept. As long as we didn't, if we had enough blood in our body to sustain the summer, we were all gung-ho to have as many War Games as possible.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.